Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm from Group 6 and my name is Aldhi Zian Hidayat, and I'm going to presentation about im- IoT implementation on restaurant. Okay, next slide. Definition of IoT. IoT or Internet of Things is a concept where Internet connectivity can exchange information with each other with objects around it. Internet of Things or IoT technology is like to where physical device can be connected to the internet. For example, refrigerator, TV, washing machine, and others can be controlled using a smartphone to turn off, turn on, and other activity. Okay, next slide. System summary. This project describes how to use Cisco Packet Tracer. Cisco Packet Tracer is a packet tracer is cross-platform visual simulation tool designed by Cisco System that allows users to create network topology and imitate modern computer network. The software allows users to simulate the configuration of Cisco router and switch using a simulated command line interface. In Packet Tracer, create a network design IoT by connecting with intermediate network device. Okay, next slide. This is the topology of my group. In here, there are 16. There are six room. There are six room, and in here there are one cell tower, one cell tower. So there are one central office server. So in here there are one router and one switch and and there are IoT server and DNS server. So there are smartphone, there are three smartphone, there are solar panel, there are home gateway, there are ceiling fan, there are and there are door and window. So there are also smart LED. Okay, next slide. Let's go to what file and Cisco packet trace. Okay. Okay. In in this configuration, we make IoT implementation in restaurant. In this restaurant, we had one server room, one kitchen room, one employee room, one employee toilet, one visitor toilet, one cashier room, and one restaurant area. First, we need to do is make this is make and configure the home gateway. So we are using the DLC 100 variant at this project. And the example is in this picture. So the next step is then we change the display name in the config menu. sound below. Uh, you can look this picture. So the next step is after that we setting the LAN into IP address and subnet mask. In here we use uh 11 the 11.1.1.2 and the subnet mask is 20 and the subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. So the default gateway is 11.1.1.1. So the DNS server is 192.168.1.3. Okay, and um, okay, in here we use IP address 192.168.35.1. So the subnet mask is 255.255.255. So the next step is we move to wireless setting in the interface menu to change the SSID into our SSID. For example, the SSID is myRestaurant. So now we want to connect the IT tools. In this case, we use the as the example. We use the DHCP to connect the door, like the picture in here. So the next step, click Advanced More for more configuration. Just IO config. Change the network adapter sound below. In here, uh, we use adapter for wireless. The door is already connected. Now add more IoT hardware and use the same step as the we can use ceiling, we can add ceiling fan, we can add windows, we can add smart LED, we can add air conditioner and other IoT hardware. Okay, next step. Next step, add smartphone for IoT monitor, like this picture. So click on the smartphone and open my setting on config menu. So turn the IP configuration into DHCP, like this picture. Okay, next step. Now we move to desktop menu to look the IoT monitor in in here. If in this picture. So the next step is input our IP address into the IoT server address. So the next step, then input the username and password as shown below. Click the login button, like this picture. So then it will appear like this. In this picture will appear the hardware IoT who had we add before it. Okay, next step. Now we will connect the smartphone to cell tower with 3G or 4G or cell. We enter the provider name Telkomsel, for example. So change the provider name. So for it, the provider name is PT Cellular Zero, so we change to Telkomsel. Okay. So the next of this server, the cell tower will connect with coaxial cable like this picture. So click the center of the server, then go to the config menu to the backbone settings, turn the IP configuration to the HTTP like this picture. So after that, click the cell tower setting and input IP version for address like shown below. This picture and this picture. Okay. The next step is center of the server. The with Cisco router connect with copper cross cable. The center of the server connect by port interface 0 size 0. So if Cisco router with port internet Giga Ethernet interface Giga Ethernet 0 size 0 with copper cross cable. So we enter the command line command line interface like this IP DHCP per cell or network. We enter the network address, so we enter a default router, so we enter the gateway, so we enter the server, so we enter exit. So the next step, ISP then a server by port interface 0 slash 2 with Cisco router adapter gig 1 slash 0 connect with track cable and switch as intermediary like this picture. Click on the DNS server, then click the server switch menu to configure DNS, then turn on the DNS server DNS service shown below. So the next step, back to the config menu to setting the fast Ethernet 0. So turn the IP configuration into static, then input the IP address and subnet mask shown below. Okay, so ESP IoT interface, so ESP IoT server interface 0 size 1 with Cisco router Giga Ethernet 0 size 1 connect with track cable and switch as intermediary like this picture. So click on the IoT server, then click the service menu to configure the IoT, then turn on the IoT service shown below. Username in here, username is admin, so the password is admin too. Okay, okay. The next step after that, click the desktop menu on the IoT server, go to the IP configuration, and then turn the IP configuration into static mode and input the IP address subnet mask default gateway then server shown below. So DLC 100 with Cisco router with port Giga Ethernet 2 slash 0 Giga Ethernet 3/0, Giga Ethernet 4/0, Giga Ethernet 5/0. Connect with cross copper cross router cable con. So we enter the command line interface like this, and so after that, we will be connected by like this picture. Okay, so the next step is click the router and go to the config menu and config the Giga Ethernet 0/2. So input the IP address and subnet mask as shown below. Now click the home gateway and click the config menu to in the internet setting and turn the IP configuration into the TP. But we can we can uh, input the IP configuration by static like this picture. So the LC 100 also with IT device run setting while setting like this picture, and address output of the topology is like this picture, and the all of IoT hardware is already connected by internet. So we go to Cisco Packet Tracer for try the output of topology. In here, we click on smartphone. So we go to desktop menu. So we go to IoT monitor. So we input okay, we try again. Okay, in here will appear the menu like this. So we input IP, then a server. So we input 192.168.1.3. So the username is admin. So the password also is admin. So we click login. Okay, in why in your request time out? Because the there is not internet connection, so but I also maybe forget the IP address. If we want to look IP address, then server we can look at here. So we can look only. So we can look in here. Okay, so yeah, so we can go to the service menu. So we can look DNS. So in here there are the IP address. Okay, so we can type in. Okay, and maybe my computer so respond with this mini. Okay, the file is not responding just now. So we try again. Okay, this in here will appear the hardware of IoT. Yes, but uh, still file respond. So we try again to this part on. If it's smartphone one is success, so we try to smartphone two. Okay, because maybe my computer is so responsive, uh, we can monitor the hardware IoT by smartphone too. Okay, all the devices are fine. here we can in here the kitchen room we can unlock or lock the door by 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 smartphone. In here the kitchen room are unlocked, so we want to lock. We click lock, so the door kitchen room will be locked. Okay, so we unlock again the kitchen room. Okay, so okay, the door has open, has unlocked. So we want to run ceiling. So we want to run. So in here, the ceiling fan on person area has run very and has run a high level. So in here we want to okay because my computer is response, so we wait just a minute. So I okay. Okay, at summary, uh, we can we can turn off, turn on, or other activity the hardware IoT device such as the ceiling fan, air conditioner, and other by smartphone. O- Okay, this is the end of my presentation. Before it, I want to apologize if there are wrong in my presentation and if there are some trouble in my presentation and other mistake in my presentation. Uh, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.